música instrumental. La mejor música instrumental. La mejor música instrumental.
pretty much entirely caught up to Freeze's CS.
Yep. Having boots now, we were mentioning, he can actually distance himself from the Razor. And it's always scary, like Freeze. They've got 3 heroes right now on the side of Liquid. Freeze.
He made the play here, Freeze. Has to back himself off. DDC with the cast, the Maledict onto GH will hold back the Spirit. KuroKy and GH not with quite enough control to set up for another kill from the Tumberman.
Yeah, Kuro was actually holding his skill point there. Gets the glimpse as soon as they almost get the roll in, but wasn't able to close the gap onto that Razor.
And Fade just able to clean up the bigger creeps here. That side camp.
Yeah, look at it. It's no small items in between. It's just a wand straight into Blink Tag on the Sanking. So you can see how much they really want to make sure to get that initiation early on in this game.
Yep, top though. GH is coming. Wants to try and punish this top lane of Thunders. The turn though, Yang with the burrow drag Fade. Looking at the build of the blast. Bottle smash comes in. Fade getting right click down the Miracle. Miracle. Pushing back with Yang as well again. GH. He said it, you know, this is his hero, and he's certainly alleviating some of the issues from multiple lanes. They're the bounty rune as well. Underneath the nose, DDC, Mango and Maledict popped. That right click should not be enough. He's got a fair fire if needed, and the Shrine is also available there for GH.
All 3 lanes going extremely well for Liquid.
The phase boost on Silo as well. So it's a little harder for Liquid to truly catch out this Juggernaut and to get a kill on him. Even with KuroKy here, as long as that Blade Fury is always available, Silo should feel pretty safe down on the bottom lane.
You might want to just either try to kill one of the supports when possible, if you can isolate them, or maybe even make a rotation onto the sniper.
His middle tower is under attack.
He's got to be careful a bit bottom here.
With GH, there's certainly potential
mid
to find
lane.
him.
Rotation.
Yang goes in the gap. He's around the burrow strikes, going for the FB. Chases down Matuma. TP's out coming through. Matuma pretty far away. Freeze can get the touch and he can't. Matuma keeps the distance. GH rolls in to pick up one. They've got the boulder smash. Glimpse back into the assassinate as Liquid turn up in numbers to save Matuma. Turn it around. Not only getting 2 kills by the looks of it, they're going to try for DDC as well as he's come in. But his 2 mates are already dead. He throws out the cast behind him. But GH rolls forward, finds the connection. They are moving in. The phase boost on Miracle helping them chase down, and they've found it. They clean up 3 heroes in the mid lane there, Liquid, as they turn up in force and turn that play that Thunder were trying for entirely on his head.
Just that slight movement speed there coming in. You see Sanking 340 movement speed, and Shrapnel
He knows they're low. He's going to go for the Omni Slash. Can he actually find the final touch? He can't. The Sprout. Miracle holds back Sylar. He can't close the gap, and now he's in trouble. Blade Fury has been used aggressively. He can't get himself out of there. As Sylar said, 3 of my teammates have fed mid. I want to join in too.
Thunder's kind of starting to fall apart here. They really just want to punish Matu, but there's small things, just small little movement speed things there coming in. And also, My Control TP'd in and actually bottled the sniper as well. I don't think that he was actually going to die anyway, but just every little thing, just trying to make sure that they can keep everybody alive. And 8-0 already for Liquid.
Kicking off pretty early this time around, Liquid.
It almost feels like Thunder's feeling a bit desperate, right, with those rotations, especially with the Sanking, who was free farming top, getting close to Blink Dagger. He just runs mid to try to kill this sniper.
A movement from Sylar as well, definitely feeling like the definition of desperation.
Felt forced, right?
He had the Omni Slash, he wanted to try and use it, but...
Bottom, maybe they can actually find a kill here on My Control.
With the 3, they should certainly have a chance on this one. TPs are coming in, but with the Maledict on Mind Control, there's no way he survives. 1-1 that. Nature's Wrath, though, bringing DDC down pretty low. The healing ward on the Voodoo Restoration. So they will be fine for now. So at least Thunder able to get themselves on the board in terms of kills. Mid lane, getting pressure, but Tumberman, he's nearly taken this tier 1 tower.
They're thinking about TPing behind with the Nature's Prophet, too.
He's got it. The Sprout, the control, the burst, Freeze has gone. Liquid starting to look incredibly scary. Kuro, he'll let Vgj have a freebie. And she will fall, but it's a bit of a bait here. As Mind Control now, he can look to turn. Takes down the Witch Doctor. There's a few punches in onto Sylar. They are baiting Mind Control to play because they have the epicenter jumping from Yang. And they will set up for 2 kills. GH trying to clean up and move Miracle 2 pinging as well. They've got the Sprout. Sylar trying to rip himself away, pops the 1 charges. He'll be able to keep himself alive, but Yang will not be quite as fortunate. Assassinate from Matuma Man. As again, these responses from Liquid coming in time and time again, making sure that despite VGJ Thunder's best efforts to secure Sylar a good game, they're having to pay with multiple lives.
Such quick movements, such quick responses. And I think Liquid's okay with that one, right? They lose the support as their Underlord. Sure, the Underlord's very farmed, but they net themselves a big kill and a force, and they, you know, it's an epicenter use too, which is a lot of the damage that Thunder does have at the moment. Thunder is very reliant actually on Epi in this game for team fighting potential. They're very limited besides that. But that is the blink reveal, pretty early.
He's going to get some punches in onto Fade. Look at the body box as well with the treants. Fade getting himself deep behind the tower though. Miracle at the moment won't look to go any deeper. Keep the treants on him.
Kuroky's trying to get the glimpse. Can't get in range. Quick smoke movement by Thunder now.
See what sort of reaction they can make happen. They look towards GH. So jump forward with the Burrow strike. They've got the burst and control. GH is dead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Thunder find anything more out of this. They don't have, as you say, epicenter for 40 seconds. They want to try and put at least a stop to this tier 1 attempt from Liquid on the top lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Base is there for Matuma down bottom. Sylar has Omni Slash again available, but very hard for him to close that gap. Miracle TP's back towards mid. Make sure that he can continue his farm. Now looking for the Orchid on top of the drums, which he has got ready to send out to him.
Liquid probably wants to fight here. They've got Magnetize available on GH. Kuroky's not quite 6, but they have a lot more bonus damage now with this Earth Spirit. They're even going to bring the Sniper and smoke him to try to punish this and get a tower out of several kills too. Epi's back up though for Thunder.
GH, he's going to put a stop to it straight away. Comes in with the 2-man boulder smash. Silence onto the Sand King. There's nothing Yang can offer to this fight. With the TP across from Miracle, he's got the lockdown onto DDC. He'll cancel the assassinate with 2-man onto the Witch Doctor because he'll turn towards Freeze instead. As VGJ Thunder lose 3 again. Liquid just giving no chances to VGJ Thunder each and every time, outplaying them. The only benefit for Thunder at the moment is the fact that they do have Sylar farming. Yeah. But compared to the 3 cores of Liquid, it's not looking great at all for Thunder.
They're really punishing the fact that you look at Thunder's lineup and they have a Coddle plus Witch Doctor. So the playmaking coming out from the 2 supports is very limited. And we mentioned, they picked Nature's Prophet, they picked Sniper to be able to shut down this Razor, and look at Freeze's net worth at the moment.
I don't want it.
Bottom 3, 0 and 4.
Oh dear.
And Liquid looking to stay on the aggressive here. They do have Static Storm too. And they actually, with their ward placed down, they will be able to deward instantly the little vision that Thunder did have on the map. And looking to continue the pressure.
Hank does have Epi, but can they really jump a Miracle? TP out, just...
Mind Control actually has started Roche already as Underlord.
All right.
This is that we were talking about, like the 10 to 14 minute mark where they did it the last time.
It's a good spell. Look how much damage he's already done to Roche alone. About a toll and out with the rest of the team turning up. A very, very easy Roshan for Liquid. As again, we are starting to see them build together the momentum to really put potentially an early finish to this game at this rate, as the Roshan proved to be a key part of Liquid's victory in game 1. And this game 2, it just feels just a bit of extra on the side, as this time around, Liquid already cruising ahead before they even look to take that Roshan.
Yeah, they're really just taking advantage of the fact that Thunder can't make too many aggressive moves without the Sanking Epi. Like Coddle, you see, has just been pretty much farming the majority of this game. Has the 4 staff, gonna go for the Aghanims next. And even Sylar he's going for a straight Battle Fury build. He's not going for the Yasha first, which could really punish them a lot. They're not gonna be able to take these fights head on into Liquid's draft. And there's already a mech finished on Mind Control too, so the damage that was already limited on Thunder is gonna be even more so.
Look at this wraparound as well, mid. Liquid very much primed to dive in. Kuroky's ready to catch them out with the Static Storm.
He got his ward dewarded behind the tower, and he placed an exact identical one. That means that's just showing how much Liquid really wants to threaten this tier 2.
I know they can control this area. Get as much use out of that one indeed before they know it's going to eventually go away again. Trying to come forward, VGJ, but Fade being sniped. They've got the vision here for the glimpse onto Freeze. Not quite follow it up. Yang is primed on the high ground. The epicenter, but Liquid keeping the distance. Bottom lane, Miracle eyes onto Sylar. Sylar does push this wave in.
Thunder's doing a good job of slowing this down, but top's starting to get poked at a little by creeps, but the Coddle pushing out this mid wave constantly. They're reading what Liquid wants to do. Liquid now, they're actually going to smoke and go for this Coddle.
Let's see if they can do it here. Same time around, Thunder look at the jump immediately on top of Matuma Man. Crucial way to start the fight, but he has the Aegis. So he can look to turn things around. GH is having to walk past them all, and in fact, he has been controlled up. The damage coming through for DDC. Can they finish him off? Liquid, they're going to look to just get out of there. Mind Control taking Matuma Man and Kuroki back to home. They'll do it in time.
She saves them all.
Just saves them. As Kuro nearly did fall there to the damage of Sylar.
That was like both teams actually had the same idea there. They wanted to get the wraparound there. So Thunder, they smoke on the lower side, and Liquid, they smoke and try to get the wraparound to catch this Coddle. But because of that Aegis, because of that early Roshan, Liquid definitely coming out ahead in that.
Can Sylar carry Thunder through this? There's so much weight on this Juggernaut. He has nearly got the Battle Fury.
They're looking for Miracle down bottom. They might actually be able to catch him here.
Dire snow.
See if they can find connection. They've got the Burrow Strike. Sylar's in. Miracle just goes for the straight TP out. He's hoping that crits won't be there, and even if they were, no way that they would have enough damage to cut down that Nature's Prophet. Mid lane, DDC. The poor Witch Doctor getting glimpsed back into the control of Mind Control. DDC hits the sidelines, 30 seconds. They're getting good pressure onto the tower here. Liquid is 16 minutes in. They will claim a second tier 2 from Thunder.
And their 3 cores still farming it just incredibly well, while Thunder's, they're starting to be limited a bit. That Sanking and Razor have gone behind the Coddle, and the glimpse comes out.
They've got the vision. Another kill here for Liquid as they now lead 18-5. 7K lead at 16 minutes in. They do have the Battle Fury complete on Sylar.
They're trying their best not to give too much space to Thunder. Kuroki porting bottom. They get the Orchid. The glimpse.
Again. Kuro constantly in place to find these extra bit of catches and control. At the same time, mid lane, Mind Control is getting got upon, but he's going to look to turn. Get the Firestorm a bit out. He's brought Freeze down with him. Assassinate from the Matuma Man claims the second life of VGJ Thunders, and only DDC
just porting into the base too. They want to keep going.
They're going to be able to do as well with very minor repercussions, if any at all, as Thunder just cannot strike back at this stage. 22-6, 17 minutes in. It has not been a great morning for the Chinese teams, Fog.
It definitely has not been.
As Liquid, they may have had sort of their shaky performances in the BO1s, but this BO3 on the main stage, Liquid certainly showing us that power.
They're showing it no chill, right? They're looking at their lineup and they're like, all right, this Razor's kind of out of the game at this point. Sanking's having to make so many forced movements that he's not really farming. He's not able to push lanes out, and it's always Thunder now reacting to Liquid. And when Liquid, they have a disruptor, they can keep getting these pickoffs constantly. And with that early Orchid pickup bottom by Miracle, they get that big kill on Sylar. Now Thunder trying to look for a play here.
They could get on top of Matuma Man.
Not gonna happen.
They didn't want to jump it. They had the vision from the ward, but didn't feel confident going for that sniper kill. Now look for GH instead. It's just the support, but it's still something. He'll try and roll himself away, but Maledict's and Death Ward down, he'll fall. Now, can they find kills with Kuro there with a static storm blocking off the escape of Thunder? They're going to get Yang, potentially Yang, gets himself up to the high ground, but the glimpse again. Kuro's got the control as they pick up both Freeze and Yang. Buyback from GH as he really wants to keep this going. Matuma Man trying to chase down. The buyback now in return. Good on the stash and Maledict's and cast. That's a big play there for Thunder. They're going to be able to pick up two. Liquids. Breathe, they're getting punished. GH did also buy back for this one. Can they get in? They're going to be able to find the block. Vgj.T Thunder strike back. They find 3.
Liquid walking up into a choke point there. Definitely a big mistake and punished by that cast, just bouncing between them with the Maledict.
Just getting a little ahead of themselves. I mean, of course, Liquid still maintaining the lead, but those sort of plays exactly what Sylar needs to get himself back towards the top. I mean, he's still second highest in the net worth. With this Battle Fury Jug, he can certainly continue to farm, push out the waves pretty efficiently.
We said it right in the beginning of the game. It's really going to be up to this Juggernaut to carry this for his team. And you see the Coddle now doing pretty damn well though, halfway toward the Aghanim, so he will be able to stall the game out for this Jug to try to get big enough to carry by himself. Because the Razor, still needs a lot more time to really be back in this game. 1-6 and 4 on freeze. Going for a BKB first item. And Liquid, it doesn't look like they want to slow down by any means. They've got the Guardian Greaves finished up on the Underlord, and they want to claim these last 2 tier 2s. Miracle. Teaching in to 3 heroes.
He's looking for Silo. A bit of a risky one to go for, especially right by the shrine, as it is up and available. The other 4 of Liquid, ready to start taking, as you said, the final lane of tier 1s and tier 2 towers. GH, Sam, turns on DDC again. The vision's there. Kuro's got the control. And again, another catch from Kuro's Disruptor. His team consistently giving him the vision for him to make the plays. Bottom lane, Miracle will come forward with Shadow Blade. There is a push coming through from Thunder. Sylar getting the wave right up to the tower, has the backup of Fade and Freeze behind him, but more TPs in from Liquid. GH looking to join forces with Miracle to see if they can find an opportunity to make a play against this push of Thunder.
Bottom lane, they get the successful scan onto the Sanking, but top at the same time too. GH
they're going to open up. The healing ward's already out though. With some nice little micro, Sylar can keep the regeneration going to find himself safe. Down bottom, Yang looking to open up onto Mind Control. I've got the blade through to get himself out of the static zone. He's trying to finish off a kill here, but Mind Control is going to take them all home. They'll put a stop to the push, but will not be able to find any of the lives of Liquid. But still, this is Thunder. Keeping the game going, holding things back, and as you say, Fade, getting very close to having the Aghanim Scepter. But considering the early pace that Liquid were able to play, the fact that Thunder is still yet to give up a tier 3 tower or Rax, it's, in the grand scheme of things, it is good news for VGJ.
Yeah, they've been starting to get like that split push going with the Juggernaut a lot of times with that Battle Fury and trying to just get Liquid off their mark, make them split up, not let them do that 5-man death ball with the Underlord as we've seen time and time again.
Here we go, the smoke up from Liquid. They still have that advantage if they can get the jump. Very hard for VGJ Thunder to respond. Sylar backed up by DDC. They're just outside of the vision of Liquid. See if anyone gets caught out. The ball freezing as well. BGJ Thunder have good numbers. In fact, they're going to be the ones to make the jump straight away. Onto the sniper with Matuma. They'll commit beyond these sides. They want Matuma out of this fight, and they will get it. Blade Fury from Sylar finishes him off. That's the sniper now for 50 seconds. Liquid now starting to split up and back away. They don't want to take this fight without one of their cores, but VGJ Thunder certainly do. Corridor comes to bring Yang. They have the control onto Mind Control as they get the double kill for Sylar.
Great rotations coming out. They're using their wards at the best bet. They're just playing around their vision and catching with the sniper whenever he does show. Miracle jumps in, but the Sanking's actually just waiting for him there.
He's a bit more backup though, Yang, if he wants to go for the kill, and it's not quite there. So Miracle will get away. Lead after standing up on that high ground, nearly finding the tier 3 tower as well, as it stands incredibly low in the mid lane.
And Aghanim is pretty much done on the Coddle now.
Still plays as well, looking at the item build from Sylar. He realizes his importance of just staying alive in these fights. SMY into BKB. He knows he has to get stuck in, and in a way that's going to be very hard for Liquid to control. And they do have a fair bit of right click between the sniper and the Nature's Prophet, but I mean, with the Maelstrom build as well. Yeah, very nice to have the BKB to stop a lot of that damage coming through.
He needs to go for that BKB so he doesn't just get controlled by Static Storm as well as Earth Spirit. And the Orchid, of course.
And with SMY and BKB, you're pretty beefy.
Yep. He can just try to commit toward that backline. So I wouldn't be surprised to go something like BKB and Blink Dagger maybe to try to get on top of the sniper.
Yeah, absolutely. As we've seen each of these fights, if they are able to get on top of Matuma, it's very likely that VGJ Thunder, despite still being at a slight gold deficit, they can come out on top of these fights, keep the game going.
Yeah, they've got 20 seconds till daytime too, and they've purchased a gem to be able to try to look for these fights. And the thing that they've been doing also pretty well is the recalls in the fight. So they're able to bring the numbers in all these situations to make sure they can actually take the fights versus Liquid. And now they're getting these constant D wards because of that gem being picked up, and daytime will hit. So Liquid getting pushed back a bit. Roche respawning in about 5 seconds. Bottom lane. Looking for the Sanking.
Instant blink out. Very hard to catch Yang with the Nature's Prophet opening. But even with the silence coming, always a chance to blink away.
Yeah. And and Freeze is almost caught back up in this one. He's still pretty far behind, of course, but having the BKB will give him a lot easier way to just charge in and be that frontline hero that they really need him to be, because you look at the draft and they didn't really have that normal frontliner, so he has to kind of act as that one so the Juggernaut can do all the damage.
Sylar gets that tier 1 tower off top.
It's almost #1 net worth now.
BKB closing in for him. Matuma Man also has the crucial item, pick up the full out Hurricane Pike, so now at least if he does get jump upon, he has that little bit of a chance to keep the distance.
They've got all this ward vision down bottom from Thunder, so they are aware of the positioning of Liquid.
Let's see if they can make a jump on it as they make the move, cross the mid lane, smoked up.
And it's daytime too, so they've got this Coddle day vision, as well as the heals coming out from the blasts.
Let's see what they can find. Sylar leading the push here. Still really relying on Yang to be the one to open things up. Babe will bring in Freeze. They want to take this fight. They want to find the kills. Matuma Man actually seeping out of this one. So mind control. Everyone's still around, but I think he's aware. They know that something spooky's going on, and mind control rips out of there. The whole of Liquid will avoid this smoke gang.
Good map read. They hadn't seen anybody on the side of Thunder for a long time. The lanes are starting to push in.
And look what is up. The Roshan is there. This has been the key play for Liquid.
Yeah, they're going to try to... So you see Miracle instantly look ports mid. They're just going to try to shove these lanes out so they can actually get a position where they can go try to sneak that Rosh away from Thunder.
I mean, this time around, I would not be surprised if we see Thunder find an opportunity to get out there. The only sort of downside at the moment being is the lack of vision around this area. So it's all up to Thunder to have just a good sort of sense and awareness of the map to realize when Liquid do eventually look to go back into that pit. Miracle, very high kill participation in this game. No surprises, of course, the way he's been playing the Prophet.
Yeah. Liquid's just trying to avoid a fight until it's nighttime. They don't want to fight into Coddle during the day.
And the BKB is done for Sylar.
BKB done for Sylar, and I believe a Blink Dagger is on the menu next for Freeze. Same kind of thing that we were saying with like the Jug. He probably wants to get one soon too, so he can just get on top of that sniper, get in the backlines on those supports.
Absolutely. See what they can find. Vgj Thunder again.
They've got a minute left on their daytime.
They really want to try and do something with it, as they know as soon as that nighttime hits, Liquid will look to play the advantage and try and bully them away from the Roshan pit. Vgj Thunder,
they're going to make their way in.
They know with that last bit of daytime, they need to go for this daytime Rosh play. Can Liquid contest it? They're going to smoke. They're heading over. We are going to see a clash around the pit.
Sanking's positioned on the high ground there. Breaks the smoke.
Mind control. Trying to catch him out if he was hiding there, but indeed with his position on the cliff, it's still pretty good. Follow smash comes out just onto the two of them. It was still being daytime, and the heals coming from outside of the pit. Vgj Thunder, they're going to be able to do a jig, trying to come up with the seal. The Rosh down. Vgj Thunder fighting, and Freeze will pick it up.
The Epi hits too.
They get the Rosh, they get the Aegis, and now Liquid, they have to get out of there. They have lost EDC as Miracle comes in with the back line, but GH will fall. Vgj Thunder making the play. They're in. During those moments of daytime, getting Roshan, getting the Aegis onto Freeze, and Liquid can't put a stop to it. And now, only a 1k lead for Liquid. Vgj Thunder swinging this entire game around, as after a blisteringly fast start from Liquid, Thunder are slowing down the pace. This Keeper of the Light, this Juggernaut combo, the way that Sylar's keeping his cool. And again, we'll see around the pit. GH, he nearly had the timing. It took some time for the Aegis to be picked up, in fact. As you see,
he got disabled though on the Earth Spirit. But yeah, that was a great move by Thunder. They're just taking advantage of the last moments of their daytime. They're recognizing that Liquid taking the team fights now is very difficult when they've got this BKB on the Jug. And as we were mentioning, next item for Sylar will be that Blink Dagger, as well as a Yasha for the Razor.
And he's very close as well after that. The cheese ready to play. Sylar.
You can feel how much Liquid now has switched the roles around. They're on the back foot heavily in this game now.
Just looking at the individual net worth as well. You've got these three cores of Liquid and then Sylar sitting at the top. In the past, he has fallen and Liquid has done it, but this time, he really wants to hit back. They've got the cast onto GH, the Static Storm sort of being whipped as it will catch nobody. BKB pop from Freeze, they'll head forward, take down the Earth Spirit. Done. Assassinate will be out onto Fade. Can be quite enough damage to Pete the old man. Fade be able to ride his pony out of there.
Was that both BKBs used? No, it was just the Razors. So Liquid not having a like we're mentioning, the Blink Dagger on the Sand King, they have that instant form of initiation in starting the fight on Thunder. While you look at Liquid's, they were more about just like getting that group up and going with the Underlord. They don't have a Blink on the Earth Spirit. He's gone for the Yule, so they don't have a way to just instantly start the fight. And because of all this too, the net worth is pretty even, but the experience is the big one there. Thunder's been able to kind of split the map up more and get those higher levels.
And look at this play around there. They're looking for Kuro. Mind Control jump ball from Yang. We'll just go for the one-man road trap, but it's the setup for the Omni Slash. They turn towards Mind Control. Matuma trying to help out the team, but Mind Control is going to be able to rip down time. Falls to the side. They find a Hurricane Pike. He's not going to make it though. And now Matuma's in trouble. Use the Hurricane Pike to try and save the Underlord, but it's going to cost him his own life because there's no way for him to get out. Sylar with the triple kill. This Juggernaut absolutely popping off this game, and they're fighting more by the looks of a Yang. Tries for the bronze. G8, they've got the cast. Maledict as well. Sylar sliding forwards.
Miracle takes the racks during it though.
They are going to be stunned up by the mana. Vgj.T Thunder find four, but indeed, melee racks down in the middle lane. Miracle does find the rat play, but it's cost them 4 lives. Thunder are moving in. No sniper or Earth Spirit to worry about for at least 20 or so seconds.
Miracle just has to try to keep cutting the waves and everything now, because you can feel Thunder, they're way stronger in their team fights now with all this, and it's going to be about 1 minute till day. So they could look to even threaten the high ground here. They've got the recall to bring the Razor in too.
And they're pushing in. They're not holding back in. They've still got that Aegis. Sylar in and out of the wave. They've got all the sustain. Till it's night time. At the moment over, they have that healing, or they have the voodoo restoration. That doesn't matter what time of day or night it is. They nearly claim the tier 3 with those siege creeps. They should find it, and they do. The catapults finish it off. Vgj Thunder claim the tier 3 tower, but they are down that melee racks. So trades are being made, but Thunder now overall with the net worth advantage.
And it's going to be daytime in about 20 seconds too.
We'll see this again.
That wraparound. Mike, I want to see how close the Dark Rift actually was to getting up. It looked like it was about to actually finish.
Because Matuma here, he shoves Mind Control to the side to give him an extra bit of space. But
I think it had like point something. I don't know how many seconds. It just wasn't enough. Yeah, the Guardian Greaves almost saved him though there. That extra armor you get once it ticks down. The Thunder leading the charge after being at a bit of a disadvantage in that early game.
Thunder are feeling it here.
Yeah.
See what they can find around the pit. DD Rune left there as maybe sort of a bait.
Liquid is under all vision right now by Thunder.
They bring Sylar in, jump in a minute. Sylar, he has managed to find the double damage ring. Post the BKB, turns straight towards Matuma. Mind Control, go for the rift out. The Omni Slash is committed. The Omni Slash bounces though. Sylar with the RNG. He Omni Slashes across the tree line up the cliff, and he gets the kill on Matuma. I mean,
I've never seen an Omni jump like that far.
I can't quite believe that.
That was, all right.
Sylar.
Very fortunate. And now you see...
all skill, mate.
Every time you have a Keeper of the Light with your lineup, you're able to do this. You can deal with the Nature's Prophet split. That's why the Coddle is pretty damn good versus Furon in most stages. But bottom, Miracle.
He's caught out. He'll try and turn towards Freeze, but Freeze, he's got backup. He'll pop the BKB. A little worried there. But again, Vgj Thunder finding these crucial kills. That's 70 seconds without the threat of Miracle's Prophet pushing out your lanes.
And they can keep going for these plays, as I was just mentioning. They can TP down and respond to the Nature's Prophet constantly, because you look at this Coddle, he can just recall, and they can keep pressuring other places as well.
We'll see this again. These are, I don't know how many targets he could have potentially jumped to. I think it was at least a couple. Little Mind Control was close to
the DD room.
And this jump, they could have gone to Kuro, could have gone over to Miracle, but no, over the tree line. I think bounces once on Kuro, once to Matuma Man, and gets that crucial kill, which means that Liquid aren't getting everyone home tonight. And Matuma Man, he can't quite believe it. He can't quite believe that.
2 minutes till nighttime. Thunder in a very comfortable spot now, as they have been for quite a while now, for the past like 8 minutes. Even though Miracle did get that Rax, you can just feel Liquid. They cannot take the head-on fights versus this lineup.
The high ground pushes out going to be another thing, though. There is this sniper in play.
Sniper and Underlord, yeah.
They've definitely got ways to hold the high ground, Liquid.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They do have to watch themselves, though, because of those blink daggers that were picked up by the big chorus of Thunder. They now have the 3 blinks on the chorus to just jump into the back lines and try to catch somebody, and the scan comes out. They are aware that Liquid's just in their base.
Sylar, he's waltzing around with 7k gold. He has got the butterfly queued up. He'll look to pick it up. Well, certainly pretty surely, Miracle. Keeping eyes on Sylar.
They summon the trees. They're going for the Dark Earth.
They are. They've got the silence. Sylar pretty speed. Oh, they brought in a whole team. Jeez.
He's got BKB, though.
He's got to get out of that. He's running himself away. Kuroki may be looking for the vision for a glimpse play. Can he quite find it? In fact, Sylar jumps in. He's like, you want me? I'll come and get you. Epicenter from Yang. They're trying to fight back here. Yang falling pretty low now. Now Sylar is without play fury. Having everybody on. He's landed himself just before the static storm comes out. There's still 4 here.
Now it's all here.
He's going to pop the cheese. Sylar, can he keep himself alive? He can't. Liquid get the Juggernaut kill. They've taken down Sylar for 80 seconds, and now more casualties from Vgj Thunder. They lose TDC. There's a buyback for the Sand King, but he's brought back, trying to get in. They're trying to fight Matuma. Like can't Thunder hold this fight. They're looking towards Matuma. Matuma man's turning her. Looks towards Yang. He's keeping his distance. They're all buying back here. Thunder, what do you get into this assassinate? It's the face of the Razor. Matuma man peeps down freeze. Yang hiding on the sideline. They're trying to get the vision hit. His position in the trees will keep him just safe enough. And in fact, Fade and DDC, they do find Matuma. They're able to take the sniper away. But they are now without the Juggernaut for 50.
Miracle's looking for more.
Quick force and going to cape onto the Coddle, keeps him safe. Fade will be fine for now. And Yang will be recalled back to the high ground.
What a crazy set of plays coming out there. The teamwork by Liquid there with the Nature's Prophet allowing his team to all Dark Rift up.
But now Liquid, they've got the advantage. They've got this pushing potential. Freeze can buy back, and he will. He needs to get in on this one. Yang opening up. If they can kill Miracle, it'll be huge. A big knockback there from the Coddle, keeping Freeze close with a glimpse for Kuro. Takes Freeze back to base, gets the space for Miracle to get out.
Freeze knew he had to buy back, though. They're aware that if Liquid is able to claim a couple Raxes, that's where the game can start to be hard. When you're playing versus Nature's Prophet, if you lose Raxes, sure, you have the Coddle, so you can do the recall plays constantly, but Sylar committed for the Butterfly. So they had to do that just to make sure that they don't lose the Rax.
And as we saw there, so in total, that whole sort of series of events ending up in Thunder expending 4 buybacks. And Liquid only had to do 1 to swim Miracle. So if Liquid can punish this sort of pace, there is the Roshan available as well. So especially if Liquid can get into the pit, maybe take it without the Wanderer, the Warrior of Thunder contesting, because of the fact they do have 4 buybacks unavailable, then they can try and go for the GG push. But Thunder still holding him for now, and as you say, Sylar, because he didn't have the money, couldn't do it last fight, so at this rate, he at the least should have a second chance.
Liquid's in the pit now.
For the buybacks, but yeah, they're into this pit. Thunder, they're not going to be heading this way anytime soon. So Liquid will be able to find this. It is the 3rd Roshan. Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher Shot ready for the team.
Kuroki's queued up, and Aghanim's next on the Disruptor. That could be very crucial for them to pick off, in particular, that Jug, because they've got the Yule setups on both the Earth Spirit as well as the Disruptor. So Yule's into Static Storm with Aghanims. You can't do anything about that. And GH now finally has his Blink Dagger finished on this Earth Spirit for Liquid to get those initiations. Close game.
Liquid back, certainly with the slight advantage having these Roshan consumables. And that much less of a worry of their overall buyback status.
That's such a cool play there. They did the same thing in the last game with the Underlord when they were using the Lone Druid Bear to try to just get the number advantage constantly, and they did it there too. Nature's Prophet, Underlord TP, just trying to catch Thunder off guard. So nighttime, still for another 2 minutes.
I mean, what is the player for Thunder? Is it, do you want to get aggressive, or because of those buybacks, you absolutely can't? You have to wait for Liquid to go for a high ground push and then try and defend?
They have to get it's all about numbers. They have to be grouped up. They can't just go 1 by 1 like they did in that last time. That's why Liquid was able to force all those buybacks and force the fight so nicely. They really need that daytime. It does make it a lot harder, though, because in the last few situations, the reason they were able to kill Matu beforehand was because he didn't have a BKB. So now with that BKB, he can be able to avoid that instant stun by the Sand King.
They're starting to sweep over.
Liquid, they're smoked. They know where Thunder is positioned at the moment because of that ward.
And they're going to catch GH. Jumps in. TDC, the double force there, trying to get the Witch Doctor back to safety. They have the vision for the glimpse. TDC will get dragged back. A man down for 80 seconds. May just be the Witch Doctor, but this push that Liquid can achieve with the Aegis Cheese Refresher Shard, they need everything that they can get Thunder to have a chance at holding this back. It's Liquid They've shoved up to the high ground. Tier 3 tower. A couple of pokes from the Treants will do it. The Rax now exposed. Timmerman poking at them from the sidelines. Feels like he's missing every hit there. Backdoor protection will momentarily kick back in, but another wave. Back in range. Gonna jump forward, GH. They're gonna open up the fight. Goes straight away with the two-man silence as well. He's pulled outside. I'll jump in though. Epicenter from Yang. They're committing immediately on top of Miracle. Miracle. He's still gonna be able to survive, but now they've found Freeze. They've lost the Razor. Oh, these guys though from Starlight. Pretty damn huge. The Solar Crest from Mind Control helping out Miracle, but it's not enough. They've lost Miracle. They've lost Mind Control. Silent found a double kill, but Thunder have got free. Mutumaman jumps upon Silent with the Blade Fury Blink. Takes the Aegis out of the hands of the sniper. Buyback from Mind Control. He wants to get back into the fight to help out his teammates. Witchcrafter's going to be back in 10. There's the assassinate. Huddle down, Sylar.
All the buybacks.
He's the only one left alive, and sure, Miracle's down with that buyback, but with 4 heroes on Liquid, they can push in, claim the second lane of Rax. And now they'll move down for the third. Sylar trying to commit onto GH, but he doesn't have the BKB. He's been silenced, stunned up. The Glimmer Cape coming through. Can they keep Sylar alive? He gets the chance for the Blade Fury, trying to back up the paralyzing cast. Bouncing up the Timmerman, holding back the sniper. Sylar will be fine for now. DDC TP's back.
And Thunder, because they have to use all those buybacks earlier, they only have 2 heroes right now versus 4 of Liquid. And Liquid, they're looking for the Megas.
They will surely have the BKB available again on Sylar. They do have fortification, Thunder. DDC trying to head forward, but he goes straight into the pit of his death. Sylar's going to jump in onto Mutumaman, but again, Mind Control pops the Solar Crest down onto Mutumaman. Mutumaman will be fine. Kuroki, the self-fuels. He'll be okay. GH trying to keep himself to the side. Sylar being forced back to the base. He's got the healing ward in the tree line, so he can look to turn. Instant smash and silence the Static Storm as well. And Sylar held in place. He doesn't have BKB. They've controlled him, Sylar now, but he has buyback. 5 seconds, and he will have teammates as well. Sylar instantly chasing them down. He wants to keep this Rax alive. Jump forward from Freeze, but Freeze glimpses back. Will put the BKB so he can commit onto Kuroki. Kuroki will be found. They've got the Burrow Strike onto Mutumba. Thunder.
The throne is dying, though. It's 2,000 HP. There's creeps on it.
Defend the Ancient boys.
Not making a time.
I got a little bit awkward there.
Down to 900 HP.
Not the way they want to lose the game, Thunder. But they hold. They keep those bottom sets of Rax alive. They're able to push Liquid away.
They're going for the game end here.
They are. They're buying back on Mutumba. They want to force this Liquid.
Look at Miracle. Miracle's even TPing into the base right now.
Kuro, they're going all in. See what they can find here. Already, Miracle in the base, but
he's getting the rift going. He's getting the rift coming with the Treants.
They need the backup. They want to just go for the game ender here. Liquid, here comes the team. They're looking towards the edge. Are they going to be able to do it? That's game over. Wait, close things up there. They see the opportunity and they do not hesitate to take it. Jumping in with those buybacks, rifting in and ending the game.